In order to mirror envelope weights, you need to establish symmetry for both your geometry and your rig. That can be accomplished by creating a symmetry map for your geometry and a symmetry mapping template for your for the model space that your rig is within. All of this, both steps can be achieved just by going through the mirroring weights options, which we'll see in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and determine which side we want to mirror. So I'm going to grab both deformers. Just go ahead and just test this out, and we can see that though the left side of the character isn't doesn't have the best weighting, the right side just has envelope, just has the default envelope weights. So we did spend some time over here, so let's go ahead and just very little, but we're going to go ahead and just mirror this over to this side. So we're going to select our geometry. This is very particular. You're going to need to make sure you select the components or points. We're going to need to make sure we select these points because we want to mirror these over. And while it's still in point mode, we're going to go ahead and go to envelope mirror weights. Xside is going to scream at us because we don't. Our geometry does not have a symmetry mapping template, which is required for the mirror process to work. So we're going to go ahead and hit yes, and it's going to generate a symmetry mapping template that's going to live within our model space that our rig lives within. Here, these are just the basic options. We can fill symmetry template automatically. Yes, we're going to select our mirroring plane. We want to mirror on the x-axis, which is the YZ plane. So we're going to go ahead and click yes there. We need a symmetry map for geometry, so XSI knows the symmetry within our geometry. So we're going to go ahead and enable that, and we're just going to hit OK. You can see here now we have a symmetry map in our within our geometry, and you can see that we have a symmetry mapping template within the model space of our rig. Cool. So once those guys are done, our mirror weights option is should be complete. So let's see. And it doesn't look like it ended up working, and the problem probably lies in the fact that I didn't select enough of the verts over here. So if I go ahead and just select more of the vertices over here, and just go through the process again, envelope, mirror weight, it's not going to yell at me this time since the symmetry mapping template was there. So we're going to go ahead and just try this out. And you can see now that that the weights have been mirrored over. Now you may find that you may come across an error where, let's just undo all the way. Cool, so let's check this out. You may find that that when you go ahead and try to mirror weights, that your weights just completely mirror over. And the issue is you maybe you had your vertices selected, but you were in object mode when you went through the process. So if we're in object mode and go to envelope mirror weights, it's going to scream at us. We're going to hit yes. We're going to hit OK, and then we can test out our weights. We're going to go ahead and at first glance we're going to think that everything went through correctly, but the second we check out the opposite side, we're going to see, oh no, that it did not happen. And the reason was we were in object mode when we did the mirror operation. So what we're going to do, we're going to select the good side, which is now over here, and then we're going to go to we can just middle mouse button click to repeat the last command, and then we can go ahead and check this out. That side is good, and bam. So that's mirroring weights.